Hey, what's up guys? Rev here. Today I'm going to throw my head into the ring and join in on the Try Not to Get Age Restricted challenge, which is something I feel like I do with every upload, but nonetheless. In fitting fashion, we're going to put some Nekopara on in the background. Is it the 18 plus uncensored version? Keep your eyes peeled to find out. But in all seriousness, there is a big controversy brewing at YouTube, one that has involved big names like Markiplier, Corey Kenshin, Jacksepticeye, Moist Critical, and so on. Now, the lore of this controversy began about a week ago when Corey Kenshin uploaded a video about the game Mortuary Assistant, and after he uploaded the video, it got age restricted and then confirmed age restricted. And here's the curious thing about this. Corey is a big YouTuber. He has over, 14 million subscribers, and he was able to get in contact with his YouTube rep feeling like there was something off, because after doing a little detective work, he saw that every other YouTuber who covered the same video he did, none of them got age restrictions. In fact, he even found a clip of Markiplier doing the same scene that got his confirmed age restriction. Now, he sent that off to his YouTube rep, and when they compared the two scenes and saw that Markiplier had the same scene, instead of tripling down and age restricting Mark's video, they actually removed Corey's age restriction, which is not exactly the happy ending he wanted, because he was still left with many questions like who reviewed this video, who did the manual review, why does it take comparing his video to Markiplier to have this happen? And these were all things he covered in this video that has gone viral. In fact, in a absolutely nightmare situation for YouTube's PR, this was #1 on trending for a little bit, and he covered these biases and favoritism he believes exist within YouTube and their reps and the people manually reviewing videos. Now, I can't speak to all the issues he's talking about, but as a YouTuber, I think I can speak for anyone who's done this long enough where we can say that there is definitely inconsistencies when it comes to applying their rules. Now, here's where things get really interesting. YouTube's pettiness steps in, right? So minutes after Corey's video goes live, it gets demonetized within minutes. Like someone's waiting with their hand on the trigger ready to pull it the second the video went out. And normally when your video gets demonetized, it's pretty much dead on arrival, right? It loses traction in the algorithm. But that didn't stop the video. Like I said, it was trending. It has over 6 million views now, and everyone's talking about it. Except for YouTube, because YouTube has been ducking this so hard. They're basically the corporate equivalent of Hassan ducking Sam Hyde right now. Like, you can't hide from the Candyman forever. But here's the thing. People have been noticing this radio silence on YouTube's end involving this issue, something they've increasingly done with controversies over the years, by the way. And someone like Markiplier felt that he wanted to step in, especially since he was one of the people being compared to in Corey's video. Markiplier comes out with a little social experiment, it's just a prank, bro. He comes out with an hour-and-a-half long playthrough of an ecchi 18 plus game, award-winning plot, by the way. You can watch Markiplier's video, but basically it's a goblin, you're a goblin giving massages to naked anime girls. Right? It's censored the best it can be, but it's obviously he uploaded the video with the intention of getting age restricted. And as it turns out, as of right now recording this video, he is still not age restricted for that video. Point being, there's favoritism. And he's even pointing out his own favoritism that benefits him. And honestly, Mark is a king for making that video. And in response to all this, YouTube once again showing their unbelievable levels of pettiness. There was a collab that Markiplier was a part of called YouTube Game On Event. And Markiplier had a small segment in this video. It was about, 2 minutes long. And without any notice to Markiplier, they pull his part from the video. Now, this was such a shock that it even shocked Markiplier because, like I said, they never told him. In fact, when the event started, when it premiered on YouTube, he was hyping up his audience on Twitter like, you guys aren't going to believe what I have in store for you. Well, he wasn't going to believe it either because he got pulled from the segment. And YouTube is so lazy or just extra petty that they left his timestamp in the video. And obviously he was offended by this and went to Twitter and complained about it. And since then, many people have been joining in on this try not to get age restricted challenge, trying to speak up about this situation where YouTube's favoritism is once again shining through. We've seen people like Jacksepticeye join in, Moist Critical talk about it, and really this has just been an absolute PR nightmare for YouTube. And like I said, it's bad enough with the whole age restriction thing. With Corey's channel, YouTube has once again shown that they're so out of touch with their own audience, with their creators, that they don't even know what to do. It's amazing, Corey talked about, the shadow people at YouTube. Who are these shadow people? Well, they're watching. That's the thing. They've ignored Corey's video. They've ignored Markiplier's, but they didn't really ignore it, did they? Right? They instantly demonetized Corey's video the second it went out. They removed Mark from the YouTube collab segment without any notice. They are watching all these things. They're watching these big name creators, and despite their overall policy of remaining quiet on these things publicly, behind the scenes, their pettiness is so strong that they can't even hold it back. They make it known that they're watching these things, and they're taking it out on these creators. Now, like I said, it was really cool to see someone like Markiplier join in on this because, in many senses, he's one of the golden boys of YouTube. Now, I say that with a giant asterisk next to it because while he is definitely one of the great, well-established faces of YouTube and he has a lot of contact with YouTube, even Markiplier gets treated like shit by YouTube. And I probably just got this video age restricted, at least demonetized by saying shit. I'm going to say shit again because, I don't give a shit. But that's the thing. I don't really understand how we've gotten to this point where even the people who are respected, established creators have these petty behind-the-scenes things happen to them. It honestly should make anyone pretty scared. I mean, if you're a YouTuber, your life is walking on eggshells, especially for someone like me. You would think someone with 600K subscribers would feel pretty safe, pretty established, but like even someone like me, I feel like a grain of sand in this giant beach that is YouTube and all of its content creators. I feel like I have absolutely no defense. If YouTube wants to just Thanos snap me, I'm gone. And the fact that people as big as Markiplier have to deal with pettiness from whether it's one person or more people behind the scenes targeting their channel, especially in the case of Corey, the same thing. What does that say about everyone else? It's really just a terrible situation, a horrible look for YouTube, and they've let this continue and spiral more and more, but I know a lot of people were confused because this is kind of a multi-layered drama involving YouTube, so I hope for anyone who wasn't aware of this, maybe this caught you up to speed with the lore, but I appreciate you guys watching this video. It was fun to join in on this challenge, and it's always good to look at Neko girls in the background, but that's going to do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.